Prospects for this county with good and right and proven leadership. Thank you.
Can you hear me without the mic?
Yes.
Sorry to say no, big
I didn't say a word.
One thing that is very important, and one thing I always liked about Katie, she had an open door policy, and it's very important. She would open her door to both the constituency in District 8, but she also opened the door to people within the county when issues were coming. You can't hear me, Sid, but everybody else can?
To speak of.
Okay. And that was one thing that I would hope to continue, because that was one thing I thought that made her very effective within our county and our district. Another thing I feel is important is understanding legislation that's coming before you. A lot of county commissioners have staff and they go through it, but I think it's important for a commissioner not to just rubber stamp issues. Even, I know on the planning advisory board, and my husband will tell you, I get books this thick, and you know, I actually read them. And I know, I'm one of the few that does it, but I do. I want to know what's going on. But I think as a county commission, obviously you're not going to have that time to do it, but it would be good to at least get the clip-noted version and understand and listen to the community concerns before just saying yes. And I'm sure you've gone to the county hall where, you know, you've walked in and there's 20 items on the agenda. Do I have a motion, pass, fail, whatever? And they pass and you're like, what just happened? You know, some of that has to be slowed down because a lot of it has to do with some of these grant applications or other kind of more onerous things that are within those that the general public doesn't see. It needs to be a little bit more transparent. Being fair, that is one thing I have always been and I have maintained as chair of the PAB. People who don't particularly like me have always said, you know what, you're fair. And I've had horrible applications. I've had Parkland come up there, and what I wanted to say and what I did it were two different things, and I think that sets me to the point where I know how to handle myself when these hot button issues come up, and I believe I can handle county issues. Thank you.
Being in government for 6 years, I know what it is to fight for the small guy. And that's one of the things that we have to do when we're in politics. Never forget about the small guy. Whether it's the small businessman, the school child, it doesn't matter. Remember that those guys are first and foremost. I created something called a civics lesson with the mayor for school children to come into City Hall and educate them on local government. Now, you know, can those kids vote? No, but it meant so much to them. So fight for the small guy. The next thing is being willing to make the tough decision because it's the right thing, even if it costs you an election. You do the right thing. If you make developers mad because you passed a building moratorium, or you shut the back door, or you didn't give them their way on development or building something outrageous in a park of commerce, or whatever it is, be willing to make the tough decisions because you have yourself to, when you lay your head down at night, you know you've done the right thing. And I did that, and I will be doing that again. Also, restore common sense and sanity to Dade County, to government. That is what they need. Including in common sense and sanity, you don't spend millions of dollars renovating the South Dade Government Center and then close 75% of the services. Nobody in the South Dade area should have to go to downtown Miami to pay a traffic ticket or to fight a property tax. I'm going to pledge to fight to restore full services and a full functioning South Dade Government Center, as well as a fully operating, fully functional Jackson system on the southern end as well. Thank you.
Mike, I did it 3, 2, 1, if that's okay with you. Okay. Number 3, respect the public's time and money. Number 2, demand accountability from everyone I speak to, no matter who they are. And number 1, find a way to be the voice of all my constituents, no matter who they are, and no matter how different they may be from me. I was born here. I have to represent people who weren't born here. I speak English as my native language. I have to find a way to represent people who don't speak English as their native language. I'm a Catholic. I have to find a way to represent people of many, many different faiths and honor those faiths. And I can't leave divisive issues alone, because you know what? This county is full of them. And my job as a leader in this community is to find a way to resolve those issues, not stay within postures, not leave cartoon positions on either side and leave it for someone else to solve. Miami-Dade County is a cauldron of human spirits. There's no place like this on earth. We are the #1 immigrant community on the planet. We are the place where human nature is challenged more than anywhere else. How can we get along? Can we just get along? That's what we're doing right here. And it means being strong in what you believe and saying it, and being strong enough, as my mother taught me, to be able to respect what the other person believes too.
Okay, I think, first of all, I want to really thank the candidates here. This has been a long night, and it's the beginning of a long summer for them. So I really want to say I wish every single one of them the best of luck. I think, you know, you've just done a terrific job, and we're very, very grateful to you. So thank you.
I think it's a terrific group. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to take this one moment to say that next month, June 16th, we're having a special program, a roast and a toast. We're substituting orchids and onions focused on one individual, the individual you all are hoping to replace, Commissioner Katie Sorensen, who's moving on. So if you have a funny story or a poignant moment or anything that you just feel comfortable saying publicly and out loud, we'd love for you to be here to be able to say it. And if you can't be here to say it, you could purchase a small ad in our commemorative program book and say it there. But anyway, we hope we see you. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Congratulations again to the candidates. Thank you.
Probably a commercial for all of it.